G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is the Instigating pump-action shotgun with bullets exploding for area damage. It's also got the first responder paint on, and just so you know, the engraving on the side, you probably won't be able to see it on a smaller screen, but it says first to the fight, like a true first responder. It's also got two of the responder decals there, a nice black and red paint job to it. It's a very nice paint, and the reason I have this is because I spent a little bit of money getting Adam points for buying that Blackbird power armor and had a little bit left over, so I decided to grab this thing. So, looking at this thing's damage, 163 with the hardened receiver, true barrel and true stock for hipfire accuracy, which is going to be good for this, especially with skeet shooter. The spread is really tight, but unfortunately not being able to use these things as much in range anymore is going to, it's going to make it kind of suck. It's definitely a melee weapon with ammo at this point. We've also got a suppressor for stealth purposes, and we've built ourselves a way to actually make use out of stealth as best as we possibly can, or not as best as we can, but in a way that's going to be effective at both crippling with Enforcer and a little bit of sneak thrown in there too for extra sneaky benefits. So we'll chuck on some shotgunner perks. There's one, there's two. Ooh, I forgot that Bethesda did something weird with the cards. And of course, expert shotgunner. I always miss one of those things. And boosting our damage ever so slightly more with Bloody Mess is definitely a thing we can do, which gives us 300 damage right on the dot. Sparta memes. Do you remember 2012? Alrighty, so here we are outside of West Tech, and have you ever noticed how these sights are a little bit odd? Like it's super low. Notice how the top of the or the middle of the crosshairs there on that red circle. Well, basically that's where you're aiming with it. So you're using the top of the ring as your point of reference, which I feel like is a little bit odd. Maybe if you're using a shorter barrel, it might look better. Also, in third person, this thing isn't really pointing where it ought to point, but the bullets will definitely land where they're supposed to be. Yeah, there's some weird third-person animations with this thing, but it looks kind of cool in third person, right? Anyways, so here are my buffs and also armor bits, not necessarily in that order. Let's get started then, shall we? And what's going to happen here is I'm just going to sneak, and I'm going to sneak like I've never sneaked before. Snuck before. Hey, that's a good one, I think. Okay, that kind of threw me off there. He kind of stopped moving. Now, the thing about explosive shotguns is that they kind of did, they're kind of weird, right? They had this bug where they would do 2 times the damage, you know, for no particular reason. That's what Bethesda told us. It could be lies, it could be truth, I don't really know. But assuming that is the truth, basically this is going to be hitting, at least for the first shot when they're at full health, for about as much as we did post, or pre-patch, I suppose. The caveat is we have to be very close to actually see any use out of that instigating damage, and is that all of them? I guess that's all of them. So damage at 60%, no adrenal reaction, just pure extra adrenaline damage. Points 457, double that, that's 914 damage, quick maths. But the fun obviously doesn't stop there, because we're getting sneak attack criticals worth 2.5 times, and right there you see just how far away it takes for us to just be down in terms of damage output there. And we can't even one-shot these guys without the sneak attack criticals, so ooh, that's a bit rough. Although the problem about that is, I should probably get a move on so I don't get exploded. But the problem with that is we've got no armor penetration with this thing at all. And this is one of the problems with 2 out of the 3 shotguns in this game. Also, I just triggered a sprint glitch there. Interesting. You couldn't see it because my gun was cloaked, but I definitely noticed it. There we go. See, sneak attack criticals will always one-shot them, I suppose, so that's definitely the way to go. More about shotguns inside. Oh, wait, what? Oh, wait, it was just that really weird delayed line bug. So, unlike the combat shotgun, the double barrel shotgun and the pump action shotgun have no magazine attachment points, and a lot of weapons in this game, if not most of them, the magazine attachment points control how much damage they can do by virtue of armor penetration. I think the stinging mag does 20% armor penetration, and the perforating mag, let's say on a handmade rifle, does 40% armor penetration, which is massive. 40% ain't nothing, and, you know, without any anti-armor legendary effects on your shotguns, you're going to really suffer, because a lot of your damage will just be hitting the brick wall that is the enemy's health bar and their damage resistance combined, which you know, if we're not one-shotting these super mutants with a sneak attack critical, you can really see why that might suck. And also, there's another legendary super mutant warlord around, or overlord, I should say. Everyone's a lord in some way, like me. Like on my Discord, my nickname is Lord Captainoob, and it's the best. Every time someone ats me, they just call me Lord. I can tell you that it's not for the ego thing, but you're not gonna believe me, is it? I thought it was funny. Alright, so we did, unfortunately, get ourselves hit with an explosive damage, which is a little bit of a... I mean, it's an obvious, flaw of explosive weapons, but there are ways to, you know, get around that. Not, you know, not playing like a fucking idiot like I did just now is a way to do that. What I'm going to do is trying to... Okay, I was trying to activate, Escape Artist. There we go. So, okay, apparently that didn't work. That's the stuff. That's more like it. And, you know, there we go. We can actually reach out pretty far with that one. Ooh, it's an Instigating Gatling Plasma. I'm pretty sure it's a 3-star though. That's only a level 41. No thank you. Okay. All idiot playing mistakes aside. Ooh, make sure you do get those hits, by the way, because the explosive damage is rather minimal. And I kind of like how you get to see how it actually calculates shotgun damage. It just takes all the projectiles and divides up the high base damage between them. So obviously, more pellets hit, more damage you do. This is kind of, I mean, that's logic right there, right? Oh, I think you've got more problems than your chest hurting, mate. I'm pretty sure I took your bloody head off. You can get away sometimes using the splash damage because there are a lot of projectiles that are exploding, but compared to what it was, you know, pre-patch when your explosions did 100% of the damage you deal from your base damage, yeah, it's fallen greatly, but it can still be okay, but still, being accurate with these weapons is definitely the way you want to go. We've got some adrenal reaction at this point. We're sitting at about, let's see, 30-ish%, maybe a bit more. So having a quick look at our weapon damage output, 557, not too bad at all. So quick maths there. Let's see, 1,100-ish, and that's before we even factor in for the sneak attack multipliers. So yep. It may not have any armor penetration benefits, or may not... Yeah, that. It doesn't have any armor penetration benefits, but the suppressor is definitely helping in damage output. The way they could get around that, actually, is just adding different ammo types for shotguns, like flechets. They're built for penetrating through armor. That's another one of those things. I don't want it, Bethesda. Please stop trying to shield me your shit. But yes, maybe if you want your shotguns to do better at range, slugs. Big 12-gauge slugs, just making them hit scan will probably be a little bit of a problem, because then if you're doing more damage than this with a hunting rifle, then why would you even bother? Although, they're off different skill trees, so with a slug shotgun, you could actually probably get away with sniping. Now, take that into consideration when you can also put a scope on a combat shotgun. Ah, you see? We're figuring stuff out here. A big, heavy projectile hitting them at range. There you go. There's a sniping, it's actually a sniping thing that you could do for a strength build, which honestly you do lack in range, so something like that would be fucking splendid, to be honest. Quite honestly, really, really good. See, if I had you know, if I had mod support, or if this game had mod support, this kind of stuff would be out already, because the shotguns, you know, despite them doing a whole lot of damage, there are things that they do fall short on. Range, not being able to punch through armor, that sort of thing. So if we can find cool ways of, you know, sidestepping that and making them a little bit more versatile, then I think that is an excellent idea to have. Nobody take that idea, that's mine. I'll sue you if you take my idea. Alrighty, so it's been quite a while since we've had a good old-fashioned ghoul slaughter just in that choke point there, so let's just do what I used to do. We'll kill frogs first. No, we'll leave the little froggies alone. They got the short end of the stick when it came to the nuclear apocalypse mutations. They're still small. They're admittedly like a lot more electrical now, so you could probably use them to, you know, charge your iPhones and shit, but, you know, iPhones kind of don't exist anyway, so they're useless. So let's let them evolve into something a little bit more fearsome, shall we? Anyways, so we've got some of these ghouls aggroed now. Let's see if we can't take them out as easily as we could the super mutants. Not having to use sneak attack criticals here means we've got a little bit more mobility when we run around, but still, they're going to try and lure us in here, aren't they? Yes, they are. We are taking some rads, and I think I'm being clever gored by a bunch of brainless zombies, so that's not good. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I would have gone over the shortcomings of a pump-action shotgun when it comes to situations like these, because you've only got a limited ammo supply, and the reload is rather lengthy. It's not like a combat shotgun where you can just slam a new mag in it and you'll be good to go. There's a little bit more of a wait time per shell on this. Obviously, taking out ghouls that'll run up very, very close to you is a particularly bad idea when, you know, you're using an explosive shotgun, because you can obviously shoot them. And am I really breaking their pathing? I think I am. Okay, apparently that's just it's a dodgy lead tin can thing. Maybe they're scared of the tin can somehow. They don't seem to be too keen on them, do they? Okay, that one's already dead. The rest of them appear to be up. It kind of sucks how we can't see the maximum damage that we're getting out of this, because a lot of them are just huge numbers stacked on top of each other. We are seeing the, you know, how little the explosive effect is actually doing in terms of damage. 23 damage. That might be per explosion though, so there's still a lot going into that, but compared to, whoops. Oh, they just blow me. I thought one was right there, and then I kind of hit the touchpad as I panicked there, but that's okay. We'll catch them on the staircase as they moonwalk around there. That's fine. You can do whatever you want, ghoulie. And then the rest of these guys didn't bother to even get up. And that one's just a roamer, so that one's easy. Now, I usually have Basher along with these, but I've just taken that out for a bit of Barbarian, because I do get a little bit of benefit out of that too. And I think I might have lured all of the ghouls, or at least most of the ghouls that were up here, or down here, up to the top when I first did that little section there. There's one. Okay, a couple of these ghouls have been dead, but I think you get the point of this thing. It's a solid weapon for this situation. You just kinda gotta keep it a little bit slow, because if you run in guns blazing, the ghouls will get on top of you very, very quickly. So you have to take a little bit of caution, you know, other than having an explosive shotgun, which requires a lot of that, but it's still very much worth using, even when its shortcomings are what they are. Alrighty, so we're out by Swan once again, and I kind of hope in the future that they make this guy a leveled encounter, so he can be a big glowing guy. That's a free cry later. I hope he isn't going to use that. Wow. Huh. Yeah, right. Okay, I did have adrenal reaction, like, all the way up, though. Like, I'm on nerd rage threshold right now, so let me just find my shotgun. Yeah, 549 damage. Okay, that's pretty solid, yep. Alright, we're spawning in a little bit of a war zone today, and one of the Mirelurk Kings has taken a fancy to killing this house, so hopefully the landlord will give me a dollar after this, or I could just let him destroy stuff. That's equally as fun. There we go. Good thing about this game now is I don't think I can actually physically attack things, so if I mean, I can, but I don't think I can do any damage, so I probably would have gotten a fat bounty just now if I actually had bothered shooting at the guy. Oh my god, it's the Mirelurk, or the Radroach in the Mirelurk costume. This is a bug that still happens. But, you know, just add that Fortnite mode, man. Wow, we did fuck all just then. That's a shame. Alright, that's away. That's more like it. Yeah, a little bit inconsistent sometimes, but at least it's no broadsider inconsistency, so I can accept that. You're just getting... Wow, okay. Yeah, notice the armor penetration when we hit the shell. That's doing basically nothing, so... Ooh, we're kind of... Are we dead right now? I've got 2 health. I kind of don't want to do this fight with 2 health, so hopefully we don't get spat on just now, and we'll just put some... We'll get some purified water into us. There we go. And ooh, wow! For a critical back there, it's not good. All right, so I don't have Enforcer at full at the moment, so I want to see how well we can actually do with just rank 1 of this. I think that's 1 crippled. All right, down she goes. Okay, so it looks like it can still go pretty well with just the standard Enforcer, but obviously for a guaranteed cripple against a Scorch Beast or something, you kind of want it to be guaranteed, so you can just quickly take them down. But looks like in terms of things that are on the ground and already easy enough to shoot, just want to stop them in their tracks, we can get away with a My Alert Queen. They're just using one rank of Enforcer there, which again leaves us rank for Sneaky Sneaks and Covert Operative, which is very, very good. No, I'm not opening the pack. You can go away. I never open those things anymore. Alrighty, so what has the train yard smash prepared for us today? I wonder what it could be. It's okay, it's basic doggos. That's alright. We can dispatch of these guys very, very quickly indeed. And I'm going to do it without VATS. Let's see if I can't actually get my aim on here. Now, if I hip fire this all the way from here, how's that going to do? Not great. You can see the damage drop off right away after that initial hit, but the spread on this thing kind of makes aiming down sights a little bit on the useless side, because all the accuracy I get while hip firing, and I get all the mobility of that. Don't have to worry about the side strafing when you're aiming down sights, which is pretty decent, I suppose. And obviously, being a stealthy shotgunner, no problems taking these guys out, because I can just sort of sit here and, shoot them. Now, wondering if we can actually sort of artificially boost this thing's range just using the extra sneak attack, damages to actually make it work. Doggos aren't the strongest enemies, but at least they do stand still sometimes. Hang on, there's a couple more doggos in here. Let's take them out. What have we got? No need for sneaking when we're dealing this much damage. Ow. Oh my god, I died with one of those traps. I literally walked on it, was like, hang on, what was that? And then I died from it. I'm leaving that in. They have the nerve to call me a good Fallout 76 player. Vengeance was mine, and also I crippled my arm this time. Hey, it rhymed. Scripts are max time for trading. Let's see what you've given me today. Crap! Alrighty, so I've drawn a level 65 Scorch Beast, and I'm gonna see if I can get away with just one of the Enforcer ranks happening, although we might have to hit him quite a little bit, and he's actually out of range now. Again, the good thing about having Skeet Shooter along with the true barrel and stock is that this hipfire is going to be very, very accurate. Even from here, I don't have to aim down sights, which means, I've gone over the benefits of that. There we go, so if I'm lucky, he'll drop down. Ooh, okay, looks like I'm not lucky. Okay, I don't think I've actually crippled one of his wings yet, that's okay. Hopefully we don't get ourselves detected here, or if he does decide to drop, it'll be over there. Yeah, okay, maybe switch to Enforcer rank 3 if I'm doing this against an actual Scorch Beast, because he's just dragging it out. He's doing his dumb little crop duster attack and just making a whole mess of this situation. That is fucking worthless. Don't even target his leg. Ah, wait. There we go. Alright, unfortunately we aren't sneaking anymore because I let his mate spot me. There we go. How are we that ineffective against one fucking Scorch? I don't get it. Maybe if I wasn't targeting their legs, their torsos are much better, eh? Okay, I'm just gonna let me reload this. Alright, so, bit of a rocky start here. Obviously didn't help that we were, not doing as well. I don't even know what happened there. I put the weapon away, I guess. There we go, that wing's definitely crippled. Oh yeah, none of these wings were crippled at all. And now I've got fucking Mushroom Man punching me in the back. Go away. Alright, he's set to drop again, obviously. And if I can slip back into caution, that would be good. Wait, he's going over there. Okay, thank you. Thanks for that. At least I'm away from the rest of his mushroom mates, so I guess that works out then. Only problem is he's going to be jumping up soon, and I don't want to be missing out on this, because this is premium damage I'm putting on him. It's actually not. That's terrible. Okay. What if I were to lose that sig? That's the stuff. That's what I want. Hang on, I wasn't done with you yet. And there's the problems of not having Enforcer on, because he did drop in a bad spot, I know, but whatever. I probably would have finished him by now if I had gone full Enforcer, so looks like against Scorch Beast, use the full Enforcer. Anything else is on the ground that is easy enough to run up and shoot to close a distance on easily. You don't have to really use it. It's overkill, especially when you've got a shotgun that does a whole lot of damage to them anyway. So there you have it. That was the Instigating Explosive Shotgun. Honestly, I still prefer Bladed Explosive because it works 100% of the time rather than just on the first shot, but, you know, mobbing with this thing is probably going to be a little bit easier thanks to that extra 2 times damage multiplier along with the sneak attack multiplier if you can manage to get that. So definitely the better mobbing thing, but for all around damage and, you know, more against boss fights where you can't exactly make use of your instigating effect right away, then I definitely would go Bloodied instead. If you'd like to see this in your game, shoot me a DM, I'll probably let it go, but knowing everybody, they don't actually give a shit about these weapons, so I'll probably just chuck it on a mule or something. Thank you for watching, guys.